Okay, we're back at it. Studio 110.live. Dirty Harry, Okera Banks, the whole Studio 110.live in-studio audience today. Sometimes, on live radio, you got to, handle a couple little production elements here and there. So the team will keep a monitor on it, and if we have to make another quick landing, we'll do so. But hopefully, we'll be able to stay in the air here. All right, Okera, we just kind of kicked it off, and we were talking about just kind of brands that you're watching and that you're liking, and we talked a lot about just the
and
brand.
Tiffany wearing that dress.
Tiffany wearing that dress that you were responsible for. You get all the credit for that.
Yeah.
There's millions. There's so many people that could have had, been sending her product to wear, and they, she chose Okera Banks to offer her for a major platform like that, right?
Yeah. You know what it was? Another big thing is you'll probably see her wear some more of her clothing that's a repeat, because I did tell her. I'll never forget when she wore the dress. She was like, this is stupid. I am not going to spend this money on these clothes in the beginning, because designers weren't trying to give her clothes at the time.
Right.
But I already knew what she was going to be. But, designers like, oh, I saw the movie. I love her. I want to dress her. I was like, but I sent you an email like 2 weeks ago. Anyhow, wore the dress, wore a few things. And she was like, I want to wear this again. I said, then you should wear it. I said, why don't you start? And I always encourage this, even with one of my other clients, Anthony Anderson. I said, repeat your pieces. You don't have to repeat it now. I believe that you can put something in the closet for a year or two and repeat it. Michelle Obama did it. Barbara Walters done it. Ann Wintour has done it. And she's the queen. I was like, repeat it. Make it. I said, you have the personality and the truth to do it, because that is your truth. Mm-hmm. So I did. I said, I'm all about repeat fashion. I talk about it a lot on different platforms now. Go do it. And she did it. Now, when she three-peated it, I was like, girl, now it goes into a museum.
There you go.
But, you know what? She's a comic. She had fun with it. Every time she wore it, I can tell she embraced it more. I like what she did with it at Saturday Night Live. She was like, did you see I wore it? I was like, yes. And she has some other wonderful pieces I'm waiting to see, like if she's going to repeat. And I think she should. Now, she don't have to three-peat it all within, 8 months. But I was happy to see it, because I think we put too much energy with Instagram and thinking we can't wear something again. And I'm like, when you spend that kind of money, everyday people, when you spend that kind of money on an item, anything over really $500 for most people, that's an investment piece.
Sure.
Depending on whatever it is, so for the everyday man or the celebrity. And if you really like it, wear your piece again. Wear it again.
There you go.
So that's my thing. I'm all about repeat fashion. I've been talking about it a lot. We'll talk about it probably a little bit more later or tomorrow. But it's okay. Just reinvent it a little bit, And when you do bring it back out after it's been in the closet, you ever seen something, you go, oh, my God, I like those shoes. Like you said today, I like your shoes. Well, these shoes I've had for 3 years. I've worn them maybe 3 times. I mean, I have, various shoes.
How many pairs of shoes do you have?
I don't know.
Because we had Miss Washington USA on the show. What was it, Tuesday, Erica? Yeah. It was Tuesday. She was in here, and she said she had 200 pairs of shoes.
Oh. Easy, because you have to think about your flip-flops, your sneakers. I mean, I know me. I have my sneakers, my flip-flops, my boots, my casual. My shoes I don't even really touch. The ones you can't touch because they really hurt, and then you pull them out just to crush your legs. So, it's very... I don't think it's very easy, but if you're a person who really loves fashion and embrace it, it's easy to collect 2 pairs of shoes. If that's your lifestyle and that's your thing and you're coordinating outfits. I know I've tried to be sometimes a little bit more responsible, especially with building a clothing line, because it's very expensive. And just even doing that and wearing my own pieces, there's things I need, and I've known to buy a few pairs of shoes at one time.
Are you?
I normally buy a few pairs of shoes at one time, unless it's like one pair that's like catching my eye. But
what are your thoughts? Do you have a personal opinion? I'm sure you probably own a few pairs, but just the iconic, Louboutin red bottoms.
They're bloody shoes. I can't wear them.
Can't wear them.
I love them. I've tried. If I get a pair that's comfortable for my feet, I will buy them. But I am past the days of buying shoes that cost a lot of money or not a lot of money, but I like to be comfortable. I want to be able to be, I feel like when you're comfortable and your piece is hot, it exudes more confidence and you really sell the look. Now, I've hurt for pain. I have a pair of Stuart Weitzmans. Oh my God, I love them. They have this gold heel. They are, and I mean, it's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful shoe.
Did you bring them up on this trip or they're in LA?
I did not.
Well, next time we need to see them.
But they hurt. And
They
so
hurt.
I will bring them and I will cross my legs like I'm doing right now.
Uh-huh.
And I've had them stretched. I will never give them to anyone. I lost them once at a friend's house, just hanging out. And was like, did you see my shoe? And
Were you worried? I mean, were you concerned?
I was just concerned that they were in the garbage. And I was like, they don't need to be in the garbage. I'll give them to someone. But she found them when they moved. And I have them now just with these beautiful shoe stretchers in them. So when I put my feet in them, it won't hurt so bad. But I know I can really probably get 2 hours out of them.
So I want to ask you now, just kind of going from the shoe talk now to being a well-respected and well-renowned stylist based in Los Angeles. So, it doesn't matter how many clients you're currently working with. I mean, you've got a lot. But my specific question that I'm curious to know about is like you working, for example, with a male client. He comes to you and says, this is the look that he wants to wear, this award show or this red carpet or this appearance. So talk about just kind of the angle and how it kind of kicks off.
The process?
The whole process in terms of like, are you calling contacts at the actual brand, having them send product to you for this person? Or you or the team going out and actually doing the shopping and picking up the pieces and then doing the whole try-on process?
Well, it depends. Every project's so different.
Right.
And so I'm going to say every project's different. Everybody's body's different. So there's different things I can do with different bodies that I can't do with others. Like, for instance, and I dress quite a bit of men. I started off with women, but I really created my client base with men and the longevity with them. But I'll say it's a combination of a lot. Most men, they're not ready until that suit is tailored properly. So, like, for instance, who can we talk about? Craig Ferguson.
Okay.
I dressed. I met him designing a show. He was looking for another stylist. I didn't have to go in doing a pony dance. He wanted something new. An executive was like, you're going to like Okera because I've been known to do really well at transitioning or reinventing someone. Well, if you tell me you want something new, I don't try to take you out your comfort zone. What I try to do is make sure I meet you where you are, but freshen you up wherever it is that you do. And it's kind of a psychological game.
Yep.
Because you have to make sure you make them still who they are. So that there's that. And he wears most of the suits that right now until this day, when I miss to see a picture of him or something, because he hasn't been on a show in a while, but he has a series radio. But if he does series radio show, but if I see him out, he still repeats most of his suits. Same with Keenan Ivory Wayans. Keenan, incredible body. He know what he liked, but I still brought him something that was even more sleeker. And he really was like, okay. And that probably, he was one of my favorites because I always looked up to him and his work. But the other beautiful thing is he's done this. He's been around many designers and stylists and everyone. He's a veteran in this game. So is Craig, but he really is in terms of building. So to go, I like her eye. And, every now and then I'll still get a call if they want to do something. It's beautiful. So they actually were open to the new look that I was bringing, and they kind of wanted it.
Yep.
They kind of said it, but I just brought exactly what they envisioned or maybe a little better. Same with Anthony Anderson. I pretty much transitioned Anthony's look. He lost a lot of weight, but there still was a look that he wanted to capture, and I felt like he has this really big personality, and he was wearing designer clothes, but you just didn't get still the personality.
Yeah.
So was able to do that, and I will say with him, we shopped. Designers sent us clothes. I did call for designers. Some people wanted to tailor-made things for him, especially after we did our run last year, really big with award season and a couple of his TV shows. And now, 9 times out of 10, anything he wears, even though he's lost weight because of his body frame, most men's body frame, not just him, it has to be tailored.
Gotcha.
So we do shopping. There's designers who want to send things. There's designers I go after. Some do, some don't. You know, it's a combination of all three.
Who would you say is easier to work with on a day-to-day, the guys or the gals?
I always say this for me. Men and women tend to have a nice balance. Once men know where you fit in their circle, you either their sister, their best friend, their girlfriend, their wife. The wife could be there, and the wife knows, but you're theirs. It's kind of like y'all having your man cave.
Okay.
They have their stylist. And if they find comfort in that stylist, what I do love about men, if it's not broke, they ain't trying to fix it. Where sometimes with women, they want to try different things, like they just want to try different things. You find very few women who stick with one person. But I found out that some of the women stick better with men.
There you go.
That dress them. So I lean on that. As much as I love my women, I take more pleasure, and it's a better synergy for me, and just a better feel good when I'm working with my men. It works.
And I wanted to get kind of your opinion and thoughts on this. And you could correct me because you're in LA and you see the trends a lot, come out and evolve a lot faster than we see them, up here in the Seattle Bellevue.
Seattle don't get the new stuff.
Well, we get some of it, but we're
Y'all
still
got the Gucci
behind.
store and all in Bellevue.
We do, but we're still behind. We're still behind a couple lanes. We need to progress a bit, for this particular market, and we're going to get there, but we still have definitely some climbing and reaching to do. So. And like I said,
and Dirty Harry, that's why you're here. You're here to offer that platform.
Well, I
bring
appreciate
it to life.
that. And of course, Okera, she'll you'll be seeing and hearing a lot more of Okera here at Studio 110.live, the brand new show. I haven't seen this done before. Maybe, like I said, earlier, like I said, you may have seen it done. When we talk about just a traditional, iconic men's leather jacket, people think it's, LA, you can wear them all year round. Up here, more of a fall, winter. You don't see really much in the spring, summer. But how come I've never seen a men's leather jacket that's kind of down to like the elbow or a little bit below the elbow, so you could wear it like in a spring or summer evening and do some layering with it?
Well, you may see that. Men's fashion has taken a big bump, and men are definitely pushing the envelope now. I think.
What do you think of the idea of that, though?
I think what would be great, in my opinion, a really great leather shirt that could be layered. Mm-hmm. And if it's going to be like to the your bicep or 3/4, it'll be nice to see that.
Like All Saints does a lot. John Varvatos does a lot of those.
John Varvatos, love John Varvatos.
Yeah.
I love John Varvatos. I shop there a lot.
I love his boots.
But I mean, what he does for men's suit jackets and suits is priceless. It's very rock and roll.
Yep.
And I've also tried to convince him that he needs to do women. They're like family to me. Like, I love the John Varvatos brand. I think it's
iconic.
It is iconic. He got it right.
Yeah, he did.
And if anybody does it, and it's funny when you were asking, I was thinking about him. I would like to see him do it, because can't you just imagine a tailored shirt, a leather shirt with enough weight and butter, but it can be also worn as a jacket because you can layer it.
And like some quilting maybe around the elbows, just kind of, spruce it up, funk it up a little bit.
I think they're doing some of that already. Maybe not him, but I think I'm pretty sure somebody's doing some quilting. I think Gucci did that a while ago.
Yep. I've seen it happen here and there. What gets you, like when you kick off your day, what gets you just excited and amped up in all the arenas that you're in and out of every day? Like, what's the one, not only tip or recommendation, but the thing that gets Okera Banks excited every day to kick it off?
To just wake up and breathe and go, we gonna do this again.
Yep.
I mean, real talk. I wake up in the morning, I say thank you, and I go, okay, let's go do this again. I'm very fortunate. I'm very, very fortunate that I worked hard to get into an industry that I love. And then I'm more in awe with myself of the things that I decided to do or that were planted in me. And I knew they were planted in me because I wasn't trying to do no podcast, and I definitely wasn't starting a clothing line right now. So
and look how those have evolved.
Maybe now, but I wasn't starting them. I knew I wasn't. My clothing line's almost June, November, it'll be 5 years.
Congratulations. I mean,
5 years.
some people can't go past 3 months.
Yeah, and it's tough. And I've thought about quitting. And every time I thought about, like, putting her to rest,
People are calling and friends are calling. And
something literally happens.
an airport's calling saying they want you to have the
Or someone
exclusive.
goes, can you do this? That's right.
Yeah.
Someone...
SeaTac Airport's calling saying we want Okera to have the exclusive here in Seattle.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the love starts. And then, or I'm on a show talking about style tips and they want me to highlight my piece and orders come in, or a fashion influencer out of the blue will post a picture of a piece they bought or have, or it always happens as a reminder, like, okay, got it. It is a lot of work. I did said I wanted to take my time and learn how to, not learn, but feel it, nurse it, because what you don't want to do is start fast and fall. Mm-hmm. There's always longevity. Carl and I both talked about this. For it to be longevity, it is a steady ride. It's like raising a baby into an adult, and then there's roller coaster rides always all the way through.
Yep. And before I forget, I want you to, because I won't remember unless Erica, my wonderful producer here, reminds me, but I want you to send 2 regards, please, next time you see them or next time they're on your show, to not only Carl Kanai, throughout the years for like the summer jams. He would always set me a product up, and I'd wear it in front of the 22,000 people when I'm introducing artists on stage.
I have to get you to Carl when you come to LA. We'll make that happen. That's doable.
Yeah, I've always loved Carl Kanai and the approach that he's taken with the fashion business. So please send my regards to Carl.
He would love that.
And,
maybe we'll have him back on the show when you come through.
I'd love to. And LL Cool J. LL and I used to work back in the Def Jam days. So please
I
tell
love his
LL.
wife. Yeah, LL wife and I have more of the tight bond, and his manager. But he's a good guy. Like, he's super dope.
His manager back in the day was a guy named Brian Daughtry. Okay. And I don't think he's with Brian anymore.
No, he's with Claudine.
Okay, yeah. Brian Daughtry was his right hand for years, and Brian was LL Cool J and Brian were both great to work with. Every time I had them through the Seattle market and through all my markets when I was representing Def Jam Records, so it was a great.
Yeah, now LL has his own radio show called Rock the Bell, so it's all '90s hip hop.
Yep.
Like, or I don't even think it's '90s. I think it's old school hip hop, like Grandmaster Flash, Run DMC. Yeah. Oh, yes. It just launched. Yes. Mm-hmm.
No, I've been checking it out in my car. I've been checking it out in my car.
Yeah,
so.
I'm excited about that, and, with all of it, the Roxanne Shante. Look, I'm a girl of hip hop. Rap first, hip hop.
So speaking of hip hop and rap, and who are you listening to in your car, and who are you a fan of, and who?
I like a little bit of everything. I like a little bit of I'm a Jay-Z fan. I love Drake. I can always listen to some old school hip hop. I see MC Light around, and she may be on. We were talking about her being on the podcast, and I was like, don't make me start rapping cha cha cha. I love Migos.
Yep.
Because you need that to get through. I love all of it. Like, I like what's happening. I like Remy Ma.
Yep.
And I appreciate Lil' Kim, but I used to be a Eve fan and the Brat and Yo-Yo. Like, I like all of it. I right now, I love music because I used to, do a lot of dancing. And so when you dance and did choreographies and routine, you fall in love with music, beats, and instruments. So I can go from reggae to reggaeton to neo soul. I can listen to Alicia Keys. I'm a big Janet Jackson fanatic. I can go to old school. So it just depends. Like, I love music. But when I'm feeling like some rap, I don't mind hearing some remix that Kid Capri did back in the day, or
shout out to Kid Capri, that's my guy.
Or what's my guy named Biz Markie?
Yeah, just a friend.
Yeah, just a friend. There's a few remixes that are like 20 years old that when you play it right now, it just gets everyone super hyped. So,
well, speaking of remixes, it's so funny you mentioned MC Light, because one of my favorite songs from as a kid was Diana Ross, Upside Down. You remember the song, the Motown classic,
Yes.
Diana Ross, Upside Down? Uh-huh. So MC Light did a song called Cold Rocket Party. And
yes.
she did Cold Rocket Party, and that was her rendition of Diana Ross's Upside Down. And I'll listen to it definitely from
Yeah.
time to time in my car. And
Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah, it's just, it's just one of those feel-good records, that spring, summer record. Out here we got like Alki, and we got, the different lakes, and, you're just on your bike, or you're on the
Yeah.
boat, or,
It's
jet skiing. It's just a good record to listen to,
And you know what else is cool about music? I feel like 80s, 90s, well, anything after the 90s, not knocking anything in 2000. It's just there's a memory, there's a feeling that a reminisce when you hear, you know exactly what you were doing, you remember it, you feel it. And the music, like I love the music that's popping right now. Like I really do. Like,
Cardi B, Migos.
Cardi B, I love Rihanna.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? It's everything transforms, but it's just what it made you feel like. You know what I mean?
And speaking of Rihanna, what did you think about her shoe collection that she collaborated with Puma on?
Oh, well, I have a pair of Fenties, so there you go. I love the Fenty collection. I love what she's doing with her makeup. I'm a Rihanna fan ever since Rihanna came out. I was excited about her.
I like the extended heel that she did on the shoes. She kind of took like the Prada look, with what Prada did with the air bubble around.
But she made it comfortable and even cooler with the socks, and she's really fashion.
Yep. Yep.
She's hot with no clothes on, so she could sell anything.
There you go.
But I am a fan of her product. I have a pair. I look to buy more.
I've seen some around Nordstrom's here. We have the flagship Nordstrom's here in downtown Seattle, and Nordstrom's, started off, I think it was 1901 as a men's shoe store. And then that's how the iconic brand kicked off. But maybe this evening I'll show you the flagship Nordstrom's.
I cannot wait to see Seattle.
Yeah. It'll be cool to give Okera Banks, the special guest here.
Let me see what's popping.
From Los Angeles, the exclusive Seattle East Side tour.
East Side.
If there's one artist or one celebrity that you would love the opportunity to work with on a collaboration or on a styling level or as a guest on your show in Los Angeles, who would that be? On a male and female?
Well, he's no longer with us. The one who I would have loved to, that would have been Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I dreamed of working with him one day, and I got close. But Prince would be that guy.
Yeah.
Not just because of his fashion sense, he was fearless. He was okay with being years past what I feel like we don't give ourselves permission to be, because we want to be safe and be able to communicate on the now. He was just so advanced in so many places. It would have been him. Who else? Women? Well, I'm going to go with right now. You know who's coming to me? Only because I love her. And it's not even about a style collaboration. I think that she respects artistry and would be open to whatever I do. Would be Janet.
And I could definitely see that happening.
I think like she's on tour, but I feel like Janet. I've always loved Janet. Like Janet could do no wrong. I've got into debates. There's not just me. There's many of us that feel that way. There's many of people, but it's just something about her. I just think she allows you to do. She allows you to play. I think she gives her, there's something that she sticks to, and that's making sure her silhouette is always, being, what's the word I want to say?
Dressed properly, formulated properly.
Yeah, like it's just she's a brand that you understand, but she'll let you live, but you just know what to make sure you give her.
I mean, she's iconic. Like you're saying, she's iconic,
Yeah.
but she allows her team to present her possibly new looks that at the end of the day, she'll either give it a yay or nay.
Who else would have been dope is Cher or Tina Turner.
I could see you, yeah. I mean, I could see you like,
because I was a Bob Mackie girl, and Bob Mackie did a lot of Cher's pieces. Yeah, but Cher, she gave me a lot of. There's an artist, one of my favorite artists, Urte. He's a Russian-French artist, and I felt like Bob Mackie pulled a lot from Urte and for her designs to create. So yeah, Cher would have been dope.
I think between Cher and Tina Turner, I could see a cooler collaboration, even like as a collaboration on everything that you're doing on the fashion level.
Yeah.
I see I could see a really cool
Ooh, a
Okera
good
Banks.
Tina Turner?
Tina
oh my
Turner.
God.
Just especially with your look.
So turn up.
Yeah.
Because she's hip. This woman reinvented her career at 41, 42?
I think it was 41.
41 in a denim skirt and a leather jacket and choppy blonde hair and pumps.
And did it.
And did it. Did it solo and gave us rock and roll at its finest.
There you go.
A girl from Nutbush. I'm talking Nutbush.
Yeah. So what's going on around LA right now? Like, what are you seeing? What are you liking? What are you disliking?
Well, we just came out of award season.
Right.
So that, LA right now just came off of its long run of red carpet extravaganzas and parties, and
I'm sure you were at all of them. So
no, I was not. I've done that run. That's a lot of work.
you don't
You don't want to just go. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
It's a lot. I did it 2 years. 1 year really well.
But it's probably good networking,
It's
right?
great networking and it's fun.
Yeah.
But I remember saying this, and I was actually going, and I said, the outfits, and I'm not presenting. I'm just attending the parties. Mm-hmm. The hair, the makeup, and the outfits, and the shoes, and the putting the look together for the next thing, and it really is something almost every other night.
Right.
It's a lot.
Right.
I mean, but I enjoy it. I'll do it after everything pops off.
I mean, because you'll have to. You'll be asked.
We'll do it again. Then
Well,
when we do it, we'll do it on even a higher scale. But it's a fun moment. It's fun and exhausting at the same time.
It is. It's definitely, people think they only see the more of the animated side where the cameras are out there, but they don't see the behind the scenes. And I had the opportunity to broadcast live a few times from the red carpet of the Grammys. And, they made us get there early in the morning, and they gave us, all these scripts that we had to review.
It's a machine. People don't realize it's a lot of work behind the scene. It's not that beautiful. My friend Claire Summers, who has a wonderful platform called Fashion Bomb Daily, she came on my podcast, Style Lounge, and she was just saying, Okera, sometimes it gets really hard. Not that beautiful.
Right. Right. It's not as glorified as it's meant to be. If we can have our other special guest here take this seat right here, and if you don't mind taking a seat right here, please. And I like his.
I like that duster you have on.
I like the get-ups. If we can get. Hello, Don. How are you? Welcome to the show. And if we can put the headphones on here. And if we can get closer to the mics here, we'll transition. Okera is my special co-host and special guest today. Don, if you want to meet Okera,
Hi,
Don.
Pleasure to meet you, Okera. And who's this lovely, lovely gentleman over here in the corner?
You too.
Oh, thank you.
If you can come a little closer to the mic for me.
Jinmo.
Jinmo?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Welcome to the show.
I really want to see that duster.
So Don and I had the opportunity to meet each other here at Studio 110's headquarters at an event a few weeks back, and it was actually right here in my office in studio, and we had we were talking fashion and talking about the platform that you're building with your iconic brand that's well known around the globe, and definitely excited to have you join the show today with your special guest that you brought in. So I want to give you a warm welcome back. It's nice to have you back here in the studio. And I thought it would be a great show to have you in here with Okera, because Okera is a fashion designer as well. She was up all night long to make this special trip up here from Los Angeles just to join us up here at Studio 110.live. So, Don, let's get caught up to speed. Obviously, let everybody know about your brand and kind of how you got your prints in the fashion business and where it's at right now.
Okay. Well, my name is Dawn Mostow, and my clothing line, my clothing brand is called DawnaMatrix.
You can just come a little closer to the mic.
Hello.
Thank you. Yeah. We can take this off.
Okay.
We can put that.
These are lots of garments, including something that you can try on. So.
Oh, thank you very much.
What are the sample sizes?
Thank you very much. Surprises left and right here. So we'll put that there. Thank you very much. So please.
Yes, so my clothing brand is called DawnaMatrix,
Right.
and we make high fashion latex clothing.
Uh-huh.
And we work with a bunch of celebrities, and we work in cinema and on TV and doing live music events, and also for private customer commissions. So it's been a wild ride getting latex clothing, which is normally something that's very underground, into the light and appreciated for not only the beauty of when somebody wears it, but the artistic processes that go into it.
Sure.
And most recently, this week, we just turned in the submission for this year's World of Wearable Art competition in New Zealand, which last year we won the Wearable Technology Award for developing a process of laser cutting
Congratulations.
latex. And
Congratulations.
thank you very much.
It's funny that she's talking about wearable art. I'll go back to that. It was a big wearable art show in LA last week. Tina Knowles, Beyonce's mom, put on a big event, and Beyonce was on it.
Yes.
It was a big wearable art. Did you hear about it?
Yes, I did. And
Yeah.
just such beautiful gold outfits.
Yeah, that gold
and,
outfit,
yes.
yeah.
And one of my acquaintances made the headpiece and
For?
for Blue Ivy.
For Blue Ivy?
Blue
Oh,
Ivy,
okay, yeah. I made a piece for a producer friend of mine. She's like, "Are you going?" I was like, "No, you go."
Been there, done that. You know, like
No, it's very new. I'll do it. I just knew it was going to be it
Sure.
was just a lot going on at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be there next year.
Yeah.
So one thing, Dawn, that I've always admired about you, just from the initial kind of meet and greet that we had here at Studio 110, and some of the conversations we've had, is you're a very humble, kind of under the radar, modest, fashion designer, and there's very few. In fact, you're probably the only one in Washington that's had the opportunity to send product to some of the biggest, superstars around the world. Which, huge kudos to you. And why don't you share some of those? And I know Okera
Yeah.
probably knows a lot of them as well. And we'll go from there.
Okay. Oh, well, sounds good. I feel like the clothes speak for themselves, and
They
so
do. But you gotta take credit. You gotta take credit for it.
I do, and I like to
Yeah,
connect
it's
with
a
people
lot
on
of
a really
work.
personal level.
Yeah.
So,
How long have you been doing the latex?
I've been making latex clothes for 9 years, and I'm doing clothing design for about 20 years.
20. Because I will tell you what, my idea of latex changed once I saw a couple of celebrities wear a latex dress. I think one was Amber Rose, and Tracee Ellis Ross wore it. And all I said was, wow, their bodies look sick in those dresses. But I understand what latex does. Do they have a lot of powder on underneath there? Because it doesn't.
Well, you can either use talcum powder, but I always say that if as soon as you sweat, you will become paper mache on the inside.
Yes, you will. But it's a beautiful moment. But yeah, I always wonder what were your tricks.
We use a product called Bee Gloss, and it's a silicone lubricant, basically, that you spray on, and it's made for fashion purposes. So you would spray it on to the inside of the garment and basically just slip into the garment like a second skin. And so it's very easy then to put on and kind of
Just move
wriggle
around,
right
yeah.
in, and it kind of just
Slides
accentuates
on.
everything
Yeah,
in
very
the right
lubricant.
ways. So
Yeah, it's a wonderful fit. I love seeing people wear latex.
definitely.
I'm very warm, but I don't know.
We did a big fashion event here, like I was mentioning earlier, at Studio 110.live's headquarters, and Dawn was one of the featured, special VIP designers here at the event. And I mean, and I'm not just saying this, Dawn, because you're here, but it was your brand and
Your
the
pieces
models that you chose to wearing your pieces, featured at that event was definitely my favorite.
Oh,
And-
thank you.
Yeah.
And I really may. Could you give kind of a proper introduction here to the special guest that you brought in today here to the show?
Oh, certainly. Well, this is Jinmo. He's my soul brother. And,
Okay.
we met in Japan 14 years ago, and he's a musician and a visual artist.
That's what
as
my
well.
producer was telling me. Yeah. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I like the look. I like the mirrored sunglasses, and you look like
Feels
you're a
like-
Boston Red Sox fan there, and I like the whole kind of ensemble.
I love your T-shirt.
Thank you. That group is actually coming in next.
Isn't that a cool T-shirt?
They're called the High Troll. You'll get an opportunity to meet them here in a few minutes. So I've been told that your special guest here, Jinmo, correct?
Yes.
Jinmo is embarking on a world tour coming up.
It's a U.S. tour.
U.S. tour. Okay. My producer told me that it was an international tour. My apologies. Okay.
Congratulations on that. Will you be designing pieces for For his tour?
Oh, not for his story. It's basically.
He's a guitar player.
Yeah, he's a guitar player. He's,
Right.
In my opinion, he's a guitar virtuoso, and he has several hundred albums. So I'm sure that he'll want to talk about all of that.
Yeah,
But,
please talk about that. Does he?
I think he sent a list of his talking points to.
Yeah, I mean, I have the bio here, and I wanted. We just kind of touched on the tour. Where does the tour kick off, Jinmo?
Yeah, my tour start from this city, Seattle.
Okay.
Seattle is very nice. One of my hero is Jimi Hendrix.
Yes.
Yeah, I love him
Uh-huh.
from in my childhood, so that I went to his grave.
At Volunteer Park.
Yeah,
Yep.
the quiet, peaceful, calm, full of love.
Yeah. Sure. It was a very special moment for you to be there.
Yeah, I prayed.
Uh-huh.
I prayed at his grave, his song.
And you probably felt that, right? You felt that message when you were there, huh?
Yeah, he played. Didn't you play Purple Haze?
Purple Haze.
Purple Haze. We were just talking about
Wow.
Prince.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, still.
So what can I want to let our audience here at Studio 110.live, Jinmo, know a little bit more about you. What can they expect at your concerts and your live sets as you embark on your upcoming U.S. tour here?
Please access to my website, jinmo.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can listen my 241 albums
Wow.
free.
241
41
albums.
albums.
Huge. Most people can't do one.
2,000 songs
Wow.
free. Same quality as CD. Yeah.
And what do you admire the most about being an artist? What are some things that you?
I think not only music, every art must be free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Beautiful Mount Rainier is free. Beautiful sky, free.
Mm-hmm.
Ocean, free. Flower, free. Rainbow, free. Every beauty must be free. Not merchandise, I think. So, the people, oh, I love this song.
Okay.
I love this picture. Please donate. Not only money. One bread or one apple is enough, I think.
And how many cities will you be doing around the United States on your tour?
33 days.
33 days. Okay.
Yeah. How many cities? I don't know.
That's for the management to worry about.
Yeah.
You're just worrying
Okay.
about putting on a good performance.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he played his first show at Substation in
Uh-huh.
Seattle on Tuesday.
Did you make him a customized outfit to wear on stage from DawnaMatrix?
He dressed like this.
He dressed like this, okay,
is his
okay.
signature
Oh, that's
look.
his signature look. Okay.
And
I think it'd be cool though to see him like in one of your jackets.
Yeah,
like,
super cool.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
do
Well,
a collaboration
I
together.
think that should happen. I mean, you can kind of come off set a little bit and support my friend Don.
Yeah, definitely. Why not? And then actually tonight he's doing a live stream from my ranch, so you can
And
talk to him more about that.
where can people watch that live stream, my buddy? Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Okay.
Facebook.
So look up Jinmo and then go to Facebook Live and they'll be able to watch your.
Yeah, you can.
And what are you the most excited about your upcoming tour? Like, what are you excited to meet your fans? Are you excited to play new music? Do you just like getting on stage and you get that ultimate rush to perform in front of X amount of people? What gets you excited, Jinmo, as an artist?
I am excited at moment by moment.
Mm-hmm.
Even in this moment is very excited. I want to play the guitar, but there are no guitar, so I will play air guitar. Can I?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay, give me 1 minute.
While you're practicing, can I talk to them, or do you need silence?
No, I have air guitar.
Okay.
Okay. 想像しろ. Imagine. 空 sky, 海 ocean, 花 flowers, 虹 rainbow, 命の奇跡 miracle of life, 豊かな死 transcending death, 未来 future. 俺は俺を肯定する。I affirm myself. すべてはつながっている。All is connected.
Very nice. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Will people be able to see that as you kick off your new U.S. tour here? Will people be able to see that live on stage?
Yeah,
Oh, that's going to be beautiful.
thank you.
That's powerful. I mean,
Yeah, that
especially
is
coming
powerful.
from an artist, and that's you. That's your brand. That's what you represent. That's what you want
He's
your fan base
aware.
to know about. You know.
He's
Thank
aware. This is declaration.
What's been your favorite? What's been your favorite platform so far, Jinmo, as an artist to perform at? You know, whether it's here locally or nationally, or even in your home country.
My home country is Earth.
Okay.
So, 好きな、
ミュージシャン
場所。
好きな場所 This planet.
And what's the messaging that you would give to an up and coming artist that wants to either carry in your footsteps or to be able to build up a traction like you have for your fan base?
Sorry for my poor English.
If you shorten the sentence and make it more simple.
Okay. Sorry. What is your recommendation for an up and coming artist trying to build a brand like you have, Jinmo?
Advice. Give
Advice.
Advice for
To
other
an
artists.
to build a brand, to build
Yeah.
a brand like yourself.
Love yourself
Love yourself, okay?
and love your neighbor.
And Okera, that's what you talked about earlier when I asked you about, when you wake up in the morning, what gets you excited to charge the day? I mean, it's very similar,
It's
right?
very similar. I'm breathing. I'm here. Let's get started.
Yep.
I say thank you, and I'm here.
And that's what we got to be so grateful for every day when we wake up,
What's beautiful in all of this is you have to remember the moment. Like when you guys like you haven't slept. I'm like, but I'm here.
And
I'm
it's
here.
remarkable.
I'm excited. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, and the moment is a beautiful thing.
Yep.
Most people, we miss it because we're thinking so fast. I know I have. So one thing that I have been grateful to do is to just like embrace what's happening right now.
Sure.
Because there's so much beauty in it. So I just think beautiful.
And Dawn, talk about how you and Jinmo, how did you guys connect? How did this relationship come about?
Well, we met through a mutual friend in Tokyo, and we were at a club event, and I met Jinmo. I met his wife Hari. We stayed in touch over the years, and he lives in a beautiful apartment in Ginza, across from the Kabuki Theater in Tokyo. And so he loves introducing Japanese culture to people who visit. And so I would always recommend my friends, okay, contact Jinmo, and he would introduce Tsukiji Fish Market or Japanese tea ceremony.
If you could just come a little closer. Thank
Japanese
you.
temples.
And you're so patient. I'm sure it's amazing for him to be the tour guide with love. Like, I can just only imagine.
He's just really on the down low, just like, there's no high maintenance here like a
no,
lot of these local
he's
artists.
like giving you the real footprints of what you would get when you go and visit Tokyo. He wants you to feel it. I feel like he wants you to feel what he feels or what the people feel.
Well, now I have a new friend, Jinmo. If I come to
Yes,
Tokyo,
Jinmo.
if Okera and I take the show live and broadcast from Tokyo,
Yeah.
we know who to call now.
Look, all I know is one thing in Japanese I learned when I was 4.
And let's hear that.
Doitashimashite.
どういたしまして
My,
So now you guys are on the
now
same
we're on
tip.
the same
Yeah,
page.
connection.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I only learned that when I was 4 because my
always
dad
connected.
taught it to me.
About 15 minutes ago,
Uh-huh.
I made my latest work on your wall. Look at my new work.
Oh, outside of the studio here?
On your
Yes.
whiteboard.
Okay. There you go.
Later.
We have a lot
Nice.
going on here at our headquarters. I'm guessing it was either one of the pictures outside of my studio or something on the whiteboard.
It was a whiteboard.
There
It was
you
a
go.
whiteboard.
There you go.
The whiteboard, I wrote kanji in Japanese calligraphy. And that means birth, singing, flowers, smiling.
There you go. So Dawn, just to kind of transition back here, I normally do this on my show when I have multiple guests. I like to, you know, keep the ball rolling.
Sure.
So we touched on DawnaMatrix as your, you know, staple brand that
Yes.
you're continuing to develop and work on. And we didn't touch. I mean, you mentioned, and like I said earlier, you know, I really honor you because you know you're very humble and kind of down low type of. You kind of like to stay off the radar a little bit, and that's a good style and to have, but. When we met here originally, you were mentioning that you know you've sent stuff to Beyonce,
Yes.
and you've sent stuff. Was it to Katy Perry?
Yeah, Katy Perry, Kylie Jenner,
Beyonce.
Yes,
Beyonce again?
You want me to just keep? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beyonce. Well, multiple times, and yes, it's always very, very tight deadlines. Like
It's always we love calling you as stylists. We love calling you at the last minute.
It is literally because I would get the call at 10 in the morning, and then the courier would come at 6 p.m. and furiously I'm making everything, and I get the call at.
It's not our fault
get,
entirely.
I get a call at 4 p.m. saying, or you know, I was like, it would be 2 hours later. It would be like I get the call at noon, like, okay, where is it? Well, you ordered it 2 hours ago. It's in parts right now. Well, she's not used to waiting. So
That's where you have to deal with the high maintenance,
I'm
right?
like, well, I'm good, but I'm not a magician, so
Yeah.
I'm just
Well,
going to have
of
to.
course you are. I've been a magician. Of course you're a magician.
I do my best.
The
but-
more magic you make, the more they want you to make more magic.
Right, exactly.
I know. That's
I
our
mean,
life.
And then when I get calls for like from Hollywood, it will be, you know, is 2 weeks enough? I know it's short notice. Well, that's fine. Give me
Yeah.
2 weeks for everything. But you know, normally it's a few month turnaround time for the standard turnaround time. Everything's made to order and made to measure.
What's your
so
turnaround time again?
It's 6 to 8 weeks.
And how many times have you done it in 2 days?
It's I'm getting too old for this.
It'll make you think about your profession, won't it?
Yes.
She was like, wait.
But luckily, when the big these last minute deadline things come around, there's always people to help. So it's not a.
But it must
all
make
things
you
are possible.
right. It must make you proud and happy though when you're like in your own personal living space at your house and you're watching a show or a performance on television or a movie or whatever you're watching, and you see one of these artists.
And I go, that's
And you made
and
magic
you,
happen.
and you can say that you made that. Like I mean,
Yes.
like I said earlier,
it's
there's
really wonderful.
there's not too many designers here that have made stuff for Beyonce. I mean, it's pretty big. And another thing that I admire about you, Dawn, is, and I was raised in a very similar way, is to always send thank you cards out. And I remember you mentioned like at the Christmas time and different holidays, you're sending these people cards, and I think that in itself just shows like the type of person that you are. I mean, just putting the fashion aside, it's like you're taking it upon yourself to send these people cards and thanking them for, continuing the
gratitude.
relationship and the gratification for what you're doing for these people.
Definitely, it's a piece of advice that my dad gave me. People don't send cards. People don't
send
physical
cards anymore. They
messages.
send you
I mean,
something on
an email
Email
or
or
people,
text.
people don't even ring doorbells anymore. Everything's on their phone. But if you can send something that's physical, and that's something also that I really love about creating
It's the
garments
time.
is the physicality of everything.
Yep.
And
I like a good card still to this day. You can pull a lot of emotional strings. You give me a card, and it's right because I know you read it, you thought about it, or you took time to actually
Create
Mm-hmm.
sign
it.
Like, you know what I mean? There was some thought in it, and people don't do that as much.
No, they don't.
They just everything's microwave.
right, and also I think it may give somebody an opportunity to see some of the other work that you're capable of. Well, something for their production might be black gloves, and that's it. But if I send a card with a beautiful design on it, with some of the laser cut pieces or some of the newer pieces, they might say, well, we don't need this now, but maybe we will need this at some point, or I know somebody, so it's a great way of
Well, I'm definitely gonna. I know your work, but now it's nice to meet the artist behind the work. Are
It's
you
nice
wearing
to
one of
meet
your
you.
pieces right now?
No, I'm wearing Ted Baker.
I thought that was Ted Baker. I was just wondering. I was like, I've seen that Ted Baker dress with the butterflies.
I have to celebrate spring, but I did bring some pieces if you want. If you would
I'm
like
looking
to
forward
see
when I
them.
get off the air. When I get off the air in a few minutes, I'm looking forward. We'll get a picture, an official picture.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
I'm gonna have to. Did you bring any women's pieces?
Yes, I did.
I'm gonna have to
You
try
could
something
definitely
on.
Put something on.
In
Yeah.
fact, you know what?
Yeah.
For the camera, let's pull one out right now, so we can just kind of give an example to.
And if it's latex, it stretches all 365 ways.
There you go. Right, Okera. While we're preparing for that, our next Okera, our next in studio guests after Dawn and DawnaMatrix and our special guest Jinmo here will be the High Children. And I thought, you know what, this is in my wardrobe at my house, my T-shirt that I'm wearing.
I love that T-shirt.
And
It's
thank
a really
you,
cool T-shirt.
thank you. And I figured I should wear it.
Yes. Would you like to wear it? I mean, it's a kimono.
Nothing
It's
like
a kimono
two.
jacket. So.
Oh my
so
God,
you
this
can
is
just wear it
everything.
You can wear it over that
I'm
actually right now.
about to. Hold tight.
Nothing like two designers, two well-known designers here talking to each other and getting everything that they need to be getting out here live on the air, by the way. So, yeah, they can actually see you, Okera. So if you
Oh yeah, let's make this.
Oh, that's
happen.
perfect.
if you sit down
I'm
there,
a sample size from the
you'll have an
waist up.
opportunity to sit down, and the cameras can definitely see that. Don, while she's trying that on, tell me what's been the hardest piece that you've had to construct so far that's either taken the most amount of time or that's 18-hour days to construct one piece.
I mean, I could say that like when I worked with Katy Perry for this, I don't think they have the inflatable thing. But anyway, it was. Is the camera here? Is this the camera? That's right here.
Yeah, that's one of them.
It was for this Plumpify ad for CoverGirl with Katy Perry, and we made an inflatable skirt for her, where the concept is she's the mascara, and so she has a long dress that inflates, so it's like pump it up, Plumpify mascara, and so we had to figure out this multi-paneling with this very thin latex and how it could be inflated in like under 2 seconds. And
Magic.
I mean, actually, we can.
More magic.
If it's on YouTube, so and in this is an ad in Vogue, but it doesn't have the inflated part. It has the skater dress that I made for it also in there. But that was very
Your
challenging.
work is
And-
beautiful.
Thank you. And it's and I do a lot of the laser cut pieces, which actually we've developed the process and worked it down. So, something like this can be made in probably about 16 hours, which. Previously you would have to hand cut, and I can't even imagine how long it would take.
I have a question.
Sure.
So, you are doing textile on this material. Like is this what's the word? It starts with an S, and it's skipping my brain. I'm trying to figure out how did you get this?
Well,
print on?
this actually, I commissioned this poured latex from a manufacturer.
Like
So-
they made this?
Yeah, so it's Yummy Gummy. I'll give her a shout out.
Yummy Gummy.
Rebecca at Yummy Gummy
This is
creates this
gorgeous.
marble latex, and so she pours the different latex with pigments on a plate. And so we import that from England.
There's a
and
job
create
out
the
there for
garments.
everyone, isn't there?
So
She's your best kept secret.
Well, it's not. She's not a secret.
Well,
So since we're under a time constraint here, my producer is
Yeah.
telling me that we have guests that need to be channeled out of here in a few minutes. So
Sure.
I want everybody to hang out. We've got to make room temporarily for our next in-studio guest. I'm not going to put anybody there. But Dawn, if you wouldn't mind, Erica, if we could have Dawn wait in the green room. Okay. And then I want to welcome in my next guests here, the High Children, my buddies Jason and Jamal. And then we'll kind of bring you guys back in towards the end of the show to wrap it up. Okera, you'll hang out here with me.
Yeah.
And then
You can wear that.
You want me to wear this?
Yeah, wear it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna continue to wear this. I have no problem.
Yeah.
I have no problem wearing this.
And I guess
beautiful
when I come
kimono.
back, I just want to mention my shows coming up.
yeah, we'll touch on that. We just need to.
Yeah.
I just due to time constraints, and I'm all about channeling through. Today's a busy show, so
Sure.
if it's okay, Erica will have you guys wait in my green room outside of my studio here. And then we'll bring in the next guest here, and we'll bring you back here in a few minutes. So in the meantime, Okera, that looks great on you.
I will
That's
continue to wear
that's
it.
definitely your style,
This is
and
definitely-
everybody in LA, like I'm sure they already do, but they'll need to be aware of that on a
I
continual
will make
path.
sure to continue making the noise.
Okay, thank
Yes, I
you.
will.
Well, we'll
Because
talk
if I'm not designing, I do style quite a few people. So
perfect.
yeah.
We'll talk more.
Yes, we will.
There you go. So I have a question for my producer, Erica, if Erica can hear me. I need my question is, does my next group want me to kick it off with a song, or am I going to do a quick interview with them first and then play the song? I'd like to kick off and do a quick interview if I can first too. What's up, guys? How are you?
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Hey, Pete. Is Jamal here too? This is Jamal today. Okay, we've got a different version of my guys, the High Children. Okera, please meet my buddy Jason here.
How you doing, Jason?
I brought you some clothes.
Okera, nice to meet you. I know I'm in love with the T-shirts.
If we could
I
put
will represent. This is awesome.
I'm Jay.
Jay Okera.
if we can put headphones on here and.
Peter?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Pleasure meeting you, Peter.
And we can. I just need my buddy Jason here close to the mic here for me. So welcome to the studio. I've given you many shout outs that you've been listening to at headquarters where you work, and it's nice to have you actually in the studio here, rocking the staple Kangol hat. Okera is friends with LL Cool J, one of the greatest that wore that hat back in the day. So
I'm very close friends with his wife. I'll say that. I don't want to take that. Yeah.
He is the reason.
if you can come a little closer to the mic here so everybody can hear.
He's the reason I'm wearing this Kangol.
There you go.
He's the greatest. We were talking about he has a show called Rock the Bells now, a radio
Nice.
show.
So, Okera, you know why this is a special guest to me, and I'll explain it, is because there's a legend actually out of Los Angeles. His name is DJ Nastiness, and he's responsible for Sir Mix-a-Lot's career, and he's also responsible for my career.
Oh, wow.
And Ness called me up several months ago and says, you know what, I need your assistance with my group out of Seattle to get them to the next level. So I've taken it upon myself outside of my show to help Jason and Jamal and the whole crew here with the High Children get to the proper level that they need to be at. So it's an honor to have them in the studio. And what's cool about this is DJ Nasty Ness hasn't brought a group under his wing since Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Oh, wow.
So that's what's kind of iconic about.
So then there's something special about you guys for him to come up out of, I don't want to say retirement, but come up out of his shell and say, hey, I want to work with you.
There's definitely something
That's
special.
something really special.
There's definitely something special. And they have something special that in a few minutes here I'm going to play one of their songs that I'm personally a huge fan of. It's called Hold Up. And we got a little special surprise when we play that record. But Jason, let's open it up here. Let's open it up. Let everybody know about the High Children and what's currently on deck and what's about to be on deck.
Perfect. Love to. Well, first off, Dirty Harry, I don't know if it's a surprise if you say it's a surprise, right?
Well, it's a surprise to me, and it's a surprise to the audience because they have no idea.
Surprise
they don't
to
know
me
what,
too.
They don't know what's about to happen behind my main sponsorship step and repeat here in the studio. So it is a surprise.
Yep. The High Children is a hip hop group, but we're also a fashion line, and we're actually trying to bring on a different style of hip hop music and the elements of hip hop. We actually have a show coming up on the 26th here with the 2017 Fashion Designer of the Year, Trash by Tony, called Hip Hop Fashion, where we're going to bring a different element to b-boying, graffiti, DJs, and MCs, and bring fashion in that. Just imagine walking into a club, you hear some break beats. While you're walking through, you got some models, you got some photography going on. You walk into the club, there's the bar, people are drinking, dance crews are on the floor, b-boying. You look up on the stage, models on each side wearing your latest fashion to the beat. The DJ rocking beats, and then the High Children come out and we do some music back and forth. It's going to be a whole energy. It's going to be a vibe, and the High Children want to bring that here to Seattle.
And they've been. I'm sure you know Sway. I mean, you know Sway, and I think
Sway.
the last
Since back in the day.
local group out of Seattle that emerged on Sway's show was Macklemore. So they've already been on Sway's show. They're about to be on Sway's show for the second time, which is
It's
huge.
about to be popping.
Which is huge. And Jason, just so you know, Okera was up all night long. She's based out of Los Angeles. She flew up here to join the show here at Studio 110.live. So it's an honor to have her as my co-host for the next 2 days. And I know if he didn't, we're gonna be overnighting.
Well, I definitely love these.
Good.
Well, when I saw the T-shirt on him, I like that T-shirt. That's really dope. And then he went on to explain the High Children. I want to know. So, of course, one of these is this you.
This is this is me. And
I wonder what
this
gave
is-
it away.
This is Jamal 2.0 right here. Jamal, say what's up.
What's up?
What's up, Jamal? She
Jamal,
over
if you
there.
can get a little closer to the mic here for me
I
so
was
they
like,
can hear
this
you.
got to be you with the Kango.
Trash by Tony has specially designed emoji for me. I'm JJ. I'm one of the pianists for the group, so
Yeah, I love it.
yeah.
Will it always be in black and white monochromatic color, or are you gonna? Do other
Our
colors
brand,
later?
our brand is black on white, but we've played around with some other colors. I have some stuff out in the green room too. I could show you. As well.
Yeah, I'll be waiting, and I will definitely rock it. I love it.
Yeah, and for the girls, we'll have a little sparkle probably
Yes,
coming out.
we like sparkle.
So, Okera, a couple weeks ago, they were at Ebony Fashion Week up here. There was a really cool event at one of the museums here in Seattle, and the guys, Jason and Jamal here, performed at that event. And you know, you what was really cool to me was one of the actors from Black Panther was in the audience.
Oh, I can believe that.
And you know, he was standing up and he was dancing and you know, shaking his head side to side, and you know you're doing something. You know you've got some sort of traction and making some noise
Well,
when
someone's gonna love your artistry no matter what.
right.
No matter what, you're
Right.
gonna have some type of following, and if you're already making your rounds, it's already happening.
Yep, they're about to emerge. They're going to be making a stop here, hopefully at Revolt TV in New York, and meeting with
It's
some
official.
meeting with some of my friends in the record executive community out in New York. So it's going to be a worthwhile, a meaningful trip for Jason and Jamal. And
That's gonna be really awesome for you guys. Revolt is like, to me, like that was a brilliant move that Diddy did to bring the culture and music and everything together again.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Jason, talking about the music, what's the? I know the song that I'm playing today, but in addition to this song, what are some other priorities that are happening right now? I know. Shout out to my guy John McDaniel over at C89.5. Once again, another iconic thing happening as a strong element for the High Children, where they're about to go into power rotation over there, where you're about to be, you know, like this show, you know, listening in your car at your work and listening to the High Children, you know, live on the radio as well. So talk about that. Talk about which record people are about to hear over there.
Great, yeah. The song that we're going to debut here first on Dirty Harry Show, Studio 110, will be the song "Hold Up," and it'll show the blend that we're trying to bring to hip hop, where it's a bit different. It's a different element. It's hip hop 2.0, right, Danny? Trademark. Of course, it's hip hop. It's got MCing on it, but we want to bring that energy. We want to bring that fun, that love element. You know, we're going to be out in LA the week after next on the 14th at the Pursuit of Happiness Festival. Is that right, Pete Dog?
It's the Peace and Harmony Festival.
Peace and Harmony
It's
Festival.
It's a festival that is actually part of Jordan Strong Foundation and the Optimist Club, basically battling against bullying against kids. Have you heard of it? Yeah. So.
Yep.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yep. So that'll be on the 14th. One of our DJs, DJ Third Degree, is the one bringing that together. With Nasty Ness will be there. The High Children will be there, and we're gonna try to bring that different style too. We're gonna have models there.
What's the 2.0 again?
Hip Hop 2.0 is taking the four elements of hip hop and taking it to the next level. Right now, we feel like hip hop is a little bit stagnant, and we really got to amplify these elements again. Bring that graffiti, the beauty of graffiti, into a fashion show, something where people just they want to see it, they want to be a part of it, they want to feel it. The b-boying part, man, bringing those dance cruises back, the fun, the
You
energy.
mean like the when you say b-boying, you mean like the street breakdancing?
Yeah. We have multiple crews coming to our show where there's going to be breakdancing going on, and all of it is fun. It's all in the end. It's
Again.
battling for fun.
We're talking about the 80s again.
Yep.
Remember, we were just
Yep.
talking about how the 80s is a reincarnation of everything, and the 90s. It's like both of them are like merging.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're
So-
partnering with 206 Zulu for that show too.
Cool. Shout out to 206 Zulu.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that's what's up. I think
Right.
it's dope. Look, I came from like the breakdancing and breaking an ankle. Because I danced. I was a beat girl. I used to dance, and you know, you jumped on somebody's shoulders, and then you flip and go on the floor, and yeah.
You remember that MC Light video when one dude jumped on the other one? He was like,
I'm an MC Light fan.
that was so dope.
Like
We were just talking about MC Light.
MC Light.
We were just talking about MC Light. Like I was just telling Okera that one of my favorite MC Light songs was the remix that she did of Diana Ross's "Upside Down." It's called "Cold Rock a Party."
Yeah.
But the song he's talking about is "Kick This One Here
Yep.
for Me and My DJ."
Kick
The
it,
video,
cha-cha-cha to
Jive of the
that.
smart to cry. I'm
Hey.
the dopest female that you heard before, and it to get better.
See, this is some of the talent right here from Jason has
What
multiple.
was the talent right there? What you talking about?
Well, I mean, I'm saying
No,
it's a
you the
double.
talent.
It's a double.
I don't have bars. I have other people bars. I borrow them and then I give them back to them.
So, Jason, how can people find you on the good old IG these days? How can people connect? How can the fan base here, if they want to maybe do some collaborations or do some featured opportunities in the studio? What's the best way to reach out to the High Children?
Best way to reach out to the High Children is thehighchildren.com. All our contact info is there. And if you do want to collaborate and be a part of the High Children, know this, that when we do shows, it is not going to be your average show. It's not going to be your set. and you do
Expect the
your thing.
unexpected. Yep.
It
Yep.
is going to be a party. So if
that's
anybody's
gonna
ever
be
seen, if anybody's ever seen Beat Street, the way they would call out different groups and it just kept on moving, that's exactly how we do our shows. At Ebony Fashion Week, we started off with, Jamal and I did some acapella. We just did some acapella. Then I played Mozart on my drum machine, and then from there we had a fashion show. We brought all the models out with JJ. And showed off the year. From there, we had UW Sigma Stepping Crew came out, and they did a routine. And then we started banging beats behind the routines. So it has to be fun. It has to be an experience. If MCs, DJs, you want to be a part of the High Children, know that it's going to be a full-on effort. It's going to be all of us. It isn't just going to be singled out.
And you know it's a fun effort when C89.5, and I appreciate you giving me the. Jason knows me, and Jason knows that I'm all about having the the exclusive opportunities. Okera, you and I talked about this earlier at lunch before we went on the air today. Is having those opportunities to play and debut a record before other streams have it, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So it's really cool. I think with that being said,
I can't wait to hear it.
I want to play the record. So you guys do whatever you guys need to do here behind my step and repeat here in the studio. Get everybody ready, and I'll bring the microphones down, and you tell me how much time you need, Jason, to get everything set up, and then everybody will hear it in the back of the studio, so they'll know to show their faces if they do need to do whatever you guys got planned. We're going to do. So
All right. First, peace to DJ Nasty Ness.
Yep.
And all nationwide Rap Attack DJs.
Yep.
We've had 3 #1 singles now on college rap radio, and it's because of those DJs.
Yep.
Started
That's
off
what's
with
up.
I Feel, went to You Keep Me Happy, went to Underground DJs, and this is the one, Hold Up. We're taking it to the next level. Let's go.
There you go. The High Children. Hold up.
Yes.
The exclusive premiere here at Studio 110.live. Jason and Jamal, the High Children. Shout out to my boy DJ Nasty Ness watching us, shouting out everybody, Tim, the whole squad, Danny, all over the country. We got the whole international platform here. Jason, man, big ups to you, man, for producing. You're the executive producer for producing a party sounding record like that. It's a feel good record. You could be hating the boss. You could be going through a bad breakup. You could just be having a bad day, and you turn on Hold Up and you listen to C89 playing it. Since I had the exclusive opportunity here today at Studio 110.live, and it just gets you in the mood, right?
And that's true. Jay, what were you doing last time you heard Hold Up?
I was crying on my couch, missing my ex, and it got me all excited, and I got up and started dancing with my mom.
See?
And then her ex appeared out of nowhere. The song is magic, son. And
so it's a real life testimonial.
No, it's real. No.
And you can you get them a little closer to the mic here for me? I want you to talk about what's the name of those headphones that you have around your neck on right now.
Oh, these are Fan Stereo.
Okay.
Very awesome new headphones that we are fortunate to be sponsored by. They're wireless, and I love them. They're very classy, lightweight, and they're super great to jam out to. Just doing whatever I like to do, dance.
I can't think of any other Seattle-based artists that are about to go. And Okera, if you can back me up on this, about to hit Sway's platform out there at Sirius in New York for the second time. About to ink a deal with Fan Stereo, an iconic headphone and speaker brand.
That's dope.
Legendary Nasty Ness opened the door. I'm working with my friends here, Jason and Jamal, and I'm very excited for what the future has to hold. I really am.
I think it's a good look. I like it. I like the song a lot.
You do. Well, what are your thoughts on the record?
Well,
no problem.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Well, so far what I heard, it's a feel good. I was sitting here thinking in my head the whole time while you were like while he was dancing,
going
everybody
crazy.
was grooving and hearing the music.
Yep.
I was like, it'll be dope to have him do a collab with like Common or somebody.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Love it.
You know what I mean? Because
Oh,
he
amen.
was a b-boy, and just the finesse of who he is now. And and I'm looking at him in the trousers, and I was like, that'll be dope to see him in Common. Yeah, it'll be real smooth.
You know who I'm trying to get him connected up with in his based in LA like you are is good old Master P.
Master P is in LA?
Yep, Master P's living in LA, and I've been talking to.
That might be doable.
Yep.
Master P's around.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen him around.
Yep.
I don't know Master P like that, but
I've been chatting with him a few times on the phone, and he's been listening to the High Children, and just
and
one
I like
more.
the name.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
So the
wanna
High
see,
Children,
I
it's
wanna-
edgy, but then when you get the background, it just all makes sense.
Yeah, I also was thinking when you grabbed the what was it, the board?
Keyboard?
The keyboard.
That's the MPC Live.
I was like, would have been dope as if, and this is me in my head, and you can have it like if they made it almost like the old school boombox.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you had a custom old school boombox
Yeah.
with
Oh,
it.
So you can wear it or
Yeah,
carry it.
and because he was holding it like that, and I was
Yeah.
like, it'll be dope if that was created into a boom.
We're going in the studio tonight, and we're going to finish up a song called Throwbacks. The second we finish it, I got to send it to you. You're going to love that.
All right, I'll give you
There you go,
information.
Peter. If you can get over to the mic, I got a question for you. So,
sure.
tell everybody what's your role here within the High Children. What's your day to day? What are you working on your end here?
Yeah, Harry, thanks for asking, man. I'm really here to help Jason on the business side. He asked me to come in last year to help him do some work both on the creative side because I'm working with a lot of the graphic design elements. That's my background, honestly, is
Yep.
graphic design. So I help take a lot of the iconography that's part of the High Children brand and it kind of extended it across all of our merchandise. So you had asked about what are the other things. We have like camo shirts. We got these long dress shirts.
I want that shirt you have on.
Right. That's one of the dresses.
You have one? Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
you can get
let
one of
me
those.
tell you
Yeah.
something.
I like
This
to
is.
tie it and do cute stuff.
I was
Yeah.
like, I want that,
Do what you want with it.
Yeah, do what
Oh,
you
I
want
will.
with it.
and it feels really good.
Yeah, it's comfy. It hasn't shrank or anything.
I don't know now.
It's
I didn't
cool.
know if in a dress. I probably need I'm a medium.
You know, it's really cool how it actually all started was because we created this Instagram page and started to do all these designs, and then we just started to make the merchandise, and then it just kind of blew up.
Well,
right?
And you're working on...
You got the machine behind you, and anytime you can get a shirt or a dress, you just put it on there, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I did want to make one other quick thing about the High Children. So like we had said that we're working with Jordan Strong, but we're also working with another local nonprofit called the Clean Water Foundation.
Clean Water.
Shout out to Clean Water.
Shout out to Leon.
Foundation.
Exactly. Shout out to Leon McLaughlin. You know, he got his start with the shoe shine stand out of Columbia Tower. Now his water filter systems are in 30 countries around the world. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has given him a nod, and we are actually donating a portion of our merchandise sales to Clean Water Foundation this year, and he's a great partner, and we're really happy to be working with him.
Yeah,
Awesome.
60% of all of our clothing sales go to Clean Water Foundation. And yeah, we love Leon. We love everything he's doing. We created a song called It's Amazing. That is his theme song. And every show we do, we're always trying to get the word out and sell merch so we can make more money for Clean Water.
There you go. There you go.
Nice.
And I've had an opportunity to stop by some of your guys' video shoots and just, you know, the colorful imagery and the multiple cameras and everything going on when you guys, you know, shoot your videos. They're not low budget. Let me tell you that right now. They're high end. They're done well. And you know, Peter, one of the reasons I wanted to get you on here was, in addition to my buddy Leon and everybody, you know, on the sponsorship level that you guys are working with, you're working on a lot of other projects as well, just to, you know, embark and raise the High Children to the respected immediate level that they need to ultimately be, you know, recognized on a national level with DJ Nastiness and of course myself and the whole crew here. It's a team effort. So
yeah, exactly. Harris, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. My day job is honestly working for a private consultancy, doing work for Microsoft and Amazon and doing a lot of business strategy stuff, but this is like our outlet, right? This is actually our roots, to tell you the truth. So it's so good to be part of it.
And I appreciate you guys coming by. Jason, so when John, since I had the exclusive today to play Hold Up, when is good old John McDaniel over there going to start putting that record into rotation?
Yeah, peace and thanks to John and C89. We start going live on C89 on Sunday at 1 p.m.
There you go. So, I mean, we should be seeing it on everybody's
That's April
Instagram.
1st.
Yep, yep.
And it's not April Fool's either.
No, this is not an April Fool's joke.
No.
So we should be seeing it on people's social networking that the High Children is on C89 and to do whatever they need to do to ultimately hear the record, right?
What's your social media handle?
So we are on Facebook. We're the High Children Music. And on Instagram, it's the High Children, and everything else is just the High Children. YouTube, just the High Children.
Just the High Children. Okay.
And as an artist, Jason, I want to touch on this for a second. What gets you excited? What gets you amped up? You know, to kick off your day every day. You know, as not only a producer but an artist, and everything that you do as a collective effort for the High Children.
What gets me excited the most is the crew that we have. The crew we have is an insane foundation. I mean, we got, you know, Dirty Harry, man, he's a part of the High Children. We got legendary Nasty Ness, he's a part of the High Children. We got DJ Third Degree, Coast to Coast hip hop DJ, he's a part of the High Children. We got JJ, and I have the baddest models on the High Children, and they're always here to support us. Jamal, who you didn't get to meet because he's in traffic right now. Maybe you'll see him last second. One of the dopest
that
freestylers.
traffic will do it, huh?
One of the dopest freestylers ever. When we first met, I didn't want anything to do with having another person in the group until I saw him battle a guy for me.
He's incredible.
So, yep. And Peter Murata, man, his mind is just creative. So, and then what gets me excited is, I mean, New York. I mean, we're going to go out to New York. I get to go hang out with DJ Shifty, two-time world championship, DMC. I get to go see Scott LaRock Jr. and hang out with him.
That's good.
I get to see CL at DigiWax. We get to go meet with Jay and Walter Thurman at Fan Stereo and chop it up. I mean, there's just so many opportunities going on. I'm excited because we have laid down the foundation, and now it's time to make some really positive music.
Well, big props to you guys,
big
and big props to you guys.
This is going to be a great, not even a great, an amazing year for you guys.
And when you guys are in LA, you guys should reach out if Okera allows that.
Yeah,
if Okera allows that, and she happens to be in Los Angeles when you guys are there, and then I'm sure Okera will show you guys a good time. So I want to thank you guys again for coming on the big show today. It'll be this won't be the first time, believe me. You guys have a lot more records coming out, and John, if you're listening across the street, I have the exclusive opportunity to play them first here at Studio 110, and then the radio guys over there can address them how they want to address them. But it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. You're at the bottom of the hill every day, and you got to get to the top of that hill. And
You just said that.
And I've never been in the business to really be told no. I'm just not someone that you really like to tell no to, and I turn no's into yeses, and Peter knows that.
Yeah.
Peter knows that from just our conversations and our business ethics, and you got to be direct.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to be direct, and you just Jason knows that too. You got to be direct, and you got to get what you want. Any shout outs, Peter, that you want to give to anybody watching the big show here on an audio video side?
My 88-year-old mom is in town from San Francisco in the Philippines. I want to give a shout out to my mom.
There you go.
Because,
Shout out, Mom.
Wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her.
Such an amazing team.
How about you, Jamal/JJ?
Shout out to Mama Bird, my mom. I love her very
You
much.
too? Yeah, girl.
Yeah,
Come on.
she
There you
means
go.
Everything.
Are we conducting the cycle here, Jason? Shouting out moms, or
He's shouting out to moms.
or are you gonna maybe get off the grid a little bit and shout someone else out?
Mama said knock you out. Shout out to LL, man. I hope I get to meet him one day. That'd be tight. We'd love to come back and show you what we really do, what you've seen, and that is get on those drum machines and perform live for you. I think we're the first group ever to do that on Sway in the Morning. Instead of just having that stress of not messing up when you freestyle, we actually played live as well.
I think you guys should try to get on Rock the Bells, the radio show that he literally just launched.
I think that'd be a good look.
I think you're right.
I think like that with the whole vibe, the whole look, everything you're doing, I think he would appreciate that. I think you should do it. I think there's nothing that you guys, no platform you guys aren't going to be on. So I'm going to say I'll just wait to hear you on Rock the Bells.
Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you so much.
I
Yeah.
wish you nothing but continued success from the High Children, and I'm excited to see. Nothing will surprise me. When you guys are out in New York, if I get a call in the middle of the night and say that this deal was just inked, it'll make me jump out of bed and I'll be thrilled out of my mind. So once again, shout out to Nasty Ness, and shout out to Jason and Jamal and Peter. Thank you for coming, decked in the appropriate gear today, rocking, the hoodie and the dress.
The bomber.
There you go. And
saying.
thank you for giving my lovely co-host here from Los Angeles some gear.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate all the love.
So
I'm gonna have to do an exchange.
I'm all about keeping things. I know these guys have to make a 4:00 deadline, so I don't want you guys to get stuck in traffic on the way back. I've got to end the show with bringing DawnaMatrix back in. She's also a large fashion designer like you, Okera, and we definitely need to talk to her a little bit more today and talk to her artist Jinmo, who's getting ready to embark on a national tour, kicking off right here in the Seattle metropolitan area. He's from Japan, and he's definitely got Erica, my producer. I think when you were in the green room earlier, he actually did a solo rendition of one of his songs, and it was powerful. It was really powerful. It really kind of had a scripted message built into it. And it had a platform that hopefully people will come out to the venues, watching across the country, and come out and support Jinmo. And he's got a cool look. He's got the Boston Red Sox hat on. Not that I like that team, but he's got a Boston hat on, and he had the mirrored sunglasses on and all that. So it's definitely cool. I like these types of shows where it's fashion, it's music. It's it's kind of like right. It's fashion and music. It just meshes up so properly.
It's all one: fashion, music, and art.
There you go.
I hope to have you guys on my podcast in LA Style Lounge.
We're there. We're in there in a couple weeks, so we'll talk definitely.
All right, yeah,
Weekend
and then
of the
maybe
13th.
on the
April
13th.
yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Thank you again
Yeah.
for coming in. If you guys have a few minutes to hang out in the green room, I understand if you guys have to leave. We'll talk soon. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for the
you.
gifts. I appreciate
Thank
them.
you very
I love
much.
them. Thank you.
for your time.
Nothing but love.
Absolutely.
I
Have a
appreciate
good
it.
one.
Thank you, Erica, for dancing for us.
Erica, we can bring in Dawna again. Thank you. And Jinmo. And once again, I just played the High Children Hold Up at Studio 110.live. We had the world premiere on that today. You heard it first here at Studio 110.live. And you'll know about the High Children. You'll be hearing them on the air. You'll be seeing them back here at Studio 110.live. We got a lot of exciting things here in the works here at the show. So it's been a good day for you. I mean,
It's been a great day.
I mean, what's been your opinion so far since we've kicked off today at 1:00, Okera, and we've been on now for 2 hours.
It went fast.
I know I kind of want to go back to 1 o'clock and do a 4-hour show with you today.
Okay, well, I'm glad that I brought
I know
that
you're
kind
tired.
of electricity. No, I'm good.
You're
I'm
good?
on a high. Like, this is great.
Yep.
Like, I didn't know what to expect. It feels good.
Do you like my
Everyone's been
studio?
Awesome. I love the studio.
Yeah.
I love the vibe. It
Yeah.
feels great. I'm learning so much, even just hanging out with you, and it's been a good time.
And I'm looking forward to coming down to Los Angeles.
And coming with me and hanging out on the Style Lounge podcast.
And
Absolutely.
And just going shopping with you and meeting some of your
Going
friends. And
shopping with me?
I think you can fit that into your schedule next time I come down there.
Yeah, we can do some damage. I think you really know how to do damage, though.
I mean, you know my favorite brand's Dita. I love Dita.
Dita and D Squared, double D.
Yeah, there you go.
That's his thing.
There you go. And I wanted to go to the D Squared store last time I was in town, and you
Look,
told me.
I told you I
there.
had you hooked up. I texted them and let them know that you might have been coming through.
I know, and I was so busy. I was running around. They
That's
had me running
okay.
around, but
We'll do it again. You know what? The seasons are changing.
They are.
Spring fashion is coming in. There'll be more coming in, I think, the next week from
Yeah.
all the shows.
Yep.
So it'll be a good time to come when everything's already out.
and you told me you don't personally own any D Squared, so maybe
Oh,
when
no, I do own
Oh,
D
you do?
Square.
Oh, you do own D Squared.
What? I love D Square.
I thought you
said
did.
Balmain.
Balmain. Okay, I'm sorry. What do you own from D Squared?
I have acid wash Parodies white leg pants that
Yeah.
they have.
Yep.
And this hat that they just did, this knit hat with all the stones on them.
And I'm sure you get tons of compliments every time.
I haven't worn them yet.
Oh, you haven't worn them yet. Okay.
I bought them one last year and the other one a few months ago. And
Okay.
I sometimes, see, clothing is art for me. If I can look at it and see it 10 years from now, I'll let it live.
Yep.
And I'll watch everybody wear it, and then I go, okay, now I want to wear it. Same with these Fendi boots that I bought. I bought them before they came out.
Yep.
Watch everybody wear them, and then I was like, okay, now I want to wear them.
There you go. So hopefully Dawna is still in the building. I think they're bringing her back in here from the green room, and I know she wanted to talk a little bit more about her platform that she's continuing to build up for DawnaMatrix. And
DawnaMatrix is beautiful. This kimono is outstanding. I want it.
I wonder what that thing retails for.
That's what I'm wondering. This is everything. I mean, and it's breathable. It feels really good.
Absolutely.
Is that DawnaMatrix?
Speaking of who I wanted back on the air here, Dawn,
DawnaMatrix.
you're
We
back.
have to talk about this kimono.
Okay, let's talk about it.
My goodness. Your pieces are exquisite. It's just beautiful.
You can just
Thank
put the
you.
headphones on.
We
There you
will
go.
be
Thank you.
talking. I'm going to make sure you have my information. I need you to exchange. Send me yours.
Yeah,
I like how this show, builds collaborations here.
Yeah,
between the two. So
yeah, we're gonna definitely talk more, and especially if you're doing styling.
Yeah, well, I was telling him there's a designer. You may know her. Her name is Natalia Fedner. She was on the first season of Project Runway. She made a mechanical dress that first season. But a lot of her stuff has also been on Rihanna, Beyonce, J-Lo constantly, some of the Kardashians, Fergie, the whole gamut, Lenny Kravitz. She does just amazing knit pieces, and I love finding designers who have their niche that no one else is touching or no one really can knock off or want to do.
Yeah, it's
like-
all about looking really amazing.
It is wearable art.
and special on stage, and having that look that just
This
draws all eyes to you.
So big ups to your craftsmanship.
So we left off before we had a transition. Hopefully the green room treated you okay. Hopefully, hopefully it was a good experience in the green room.
It's nice.
Hopefully, you had it. Hopefully it was catered to the caliber that I like it to be catered to out there. We left off that you wanted to touch on, how people can find the collection, and we wanted to. There was some proper messaging that we wanted to discuss before we transition. So let's pick that back up, please.
Sure. So the website is DawnaMatrix.com, DawnaMatrix, and on Facebook, DawnaMatrix Designs, on Twitter, on Instagram, Snapchat, all DawnaMatrix, and let's see. We have a couple shows coming up. So we're with the Tech Plus Plus group. It's women in wearable technology group. That's at Intellectual House on the UW campus. That's on April 26th.
Okay.
And I'll be collaborating with the jewelry designer Snow Winters, who does a gorgeous acrylic armor. It's called acrylic amour, and it's just drapes like armor on your body and catches the light in beautiful ways and works so well with the latex clothes. And then we have another show at the LeMay America's Car Museum in Tacoma, and that is on July 21st. And so last year we did the show also, and it was all of these amazing supercars, and we had the models in latex wearing garments made of the colors of cars. So it was a really beautiful, like that British racing green and the
Yeah.
brilliant
Wow, that sounds
white and the
beautiful.
shiny black and like that cherry red.
I would love to see your archive. Oh my God. What's your sample size for most of your dresses?
I think it's like a 2-4.
I think I can do a 4.
So
Well, you're
So-
wearing something now, so I think you'll be okay.
From the waist up. From the waist
But I
up.
have lots. But I mean, I designed for curves.
Okay.
Because latex looks really good.
Good on curves. And I am a medium.
and so, but I have a range of sizes also because we get these garment pulls from the stylists, and so we need to have.
And
a
everyone has
range
curves
of
now,
things,
so you have to cater. Yes.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
And how many years? How many years has DawnaMatrix then been since you had your proper unveiling to the world?
Let's see. Well, the DawnaMatrix brand, it was trademarked, I think 6 years ago, but I've had it for the past 19 or something like that, just in various iterations. It was always costume design, but then with the latex exclusively, it's from 2009.
And what's what's a rough price point on what Okera is wearing here? And everybody on the camera can see it, by the way. But what does a piece like that roughly retail for?
I believe that piece is somewhere about $450.
Really?
I think it's $450, and then
Very
That
reasonable.
is very reasonable.
And then I have accessories like things like gloves that start somewhere around $50, and then
Really?
things go up to custom garments where it's I don't know, the sky's
Call
the
me.
limit, a few thousand.
We're gonna be
so-
talking.
And then well, that's
We're
wonderful.
gonna be talking.
And then dresses are somewhere between like $200 and $400. It
Oh,
depends
it's
on
very
depends on the
reasonable.
style. Well, and it goes up from there depending on the options, but everything's customizable, and there's about 100 different or unlimited combinations, but 100 different
I want something in
colors you can
yellow.
choose from.
And where do you actually produce it? Where is it made?
Everything's made in my studio.
Wow.
So it's
And all your textile is here in London. You
the
said
the
got-
textiles come from London, and then they also come from Russia.
Got it.
So that's the materials imported because we want the highest garment quality
quality.
latex. There's latex that's made in the USA, but it's like for like medical sheeting and things like that.
And you can tell,
We don't
yeah.
use the same kind of material.
And on the men's side, for men's, like what are some things right now currently on deck that you're producing for the menswear side?
We have we have a lot of jackets. So actually, I brought a biker jacket for you to try on.
Oh, thank you very much. Because
Yes.
you know my style. You know our
We talked
conversations.
about it. We talked
Yes.
about
He's
it.
a latex guy.
Yep.
He goes nowhere without it.
Yeah.
That's
He
right.
took off his jacket today just for it.
There you go. Yeah. My J brand.
His J brand
Shout out to
denim.
J brand for sending me product. The whole crew down there in California. I appreciate that. I like the
Gotta
jacket
love
they
J
sent.
brand.
There you go.
And
So
we have a lot of trousers and like
Men
formal-
trousers?
Yeah, and we do it with the marble latex, so it's
Wow.
really beautiful, like jeans style, but in the like a black and red marble or like a black and blue or like a
super
white and black marble. It's really gorgeous, and then like button down style shirts, and we've done tuxedos and things like that. So
Wow.
in
that's
addition to
real sharp.
in addition to the female celebrities that you touched on earlier, any male celebrities that you're currently working with that have reached out that we may want to talk about, or you're really more focused on the women's side, because that's really where you see the more of the iconic pieces like Okera's wearing right now, right?
Right. I mean, it's true. Definitely, it's been more popular, I think, among the female celebrities and just in general.
It's all take that one person.
But I mean, I'd be real happy to dress some male celebrity, so I'm sure that the call could come in tomorrow.
It could come in at any moment. Especially
Okera
with
could
these
call
videos.
someone right now. It could come in 5 minutes.
I mean, I've certainly had garment pulls from like Interview Magazine or King Kong Magazine where they'll request a whole lot of male garments. But so there's pulls that have gone out, and I don't know who's getting dressed in what until an issue.
You don't
of
know.
something
You don't
comes
know
out.
what the
So-
last decision is. Somebody could have worn it, and just the editing process.
Yeah,
you never know.
or there's things where I sent garments that for magazines that come out in 6 months from now, and I don't even
and you
know.
still don't know because I remember working at Marabella. We never told.
No,
You just have to wait for it to come out.
Right. I mean, something might say like, cover, but it won't ever say who the talent is. But I'm sure everybody wants to keep things under wraps too, unless
they
it's
normally-
for a specific.
Well, if they wear your
person.
garment, they should give you credit. It just
Oh no, they always give credit, or
Oh.
when they're purchasing garments or when they're doing the garment, the loans.
Okay.
But I don't always know who it will be. It will say, Pirelli calendar size 10.
Oh,
and-
you mean the loan out information?
right?
Yeah,
And so
no.
I don't always have who it's for. I'll know the
Oh.
photographer and the stylist, but I won't always learn who the talent is until something comes out.
What did you make for Beyonce?
It was a gold bodysuit. It was a gold bodysuit.
Where did she
and
wear
a
it?
leg thing. It was a concert, and
Okay.
then also there was like a whole bunch of ensemble performers for the Video Music Awards
Okay.
and just some various other
Good
things.
for
They're
you.
always
How about Katy?
Congratulations.
How about Katy Perry? What'd you make for?
Katy Perry, I feel like I've made the most amount of things for her. So I showed you for
Yeah.
the CoverGirl
Yeah.
ad, and then there were some pieces when it was the VMAs in Europe. There was like a whole lot of leopard print dresses and panties, and it always seems like I'm about to leave for Europe, and then I have to make Katy Perry's panties. Like, or I'm leaving for Japan, I have to make Katy Perry's panties. It's like this running gag we have in the studio, and she really likes that kind of like pin-uppy vintage style.
That is her.
And so we do a lot of that style with the latex and with the leopard print kind of theme. Like we have various different kinds of leopard
Shout
print
out
and
to
latex.
all the really
so.
awesome stylists for giving other new designers, or not new, but seasoned designers who haven't had that break, like some platform, some love.
It's really wonderful. And then when you Google latex fashion, we're in the top 3 in Google, so people can find us really easily. And also, it's a site that doesn't have like an adult block on it, so
Yeah.
So sometimes it's one of the only latex sites that somebody can actually access.
Because you're
from a
actually
closed
making
system.
latex that people can wear.
Right.
And give that proper address out again today.
It's www.DawnaMatrix.com.
www.DawnaMatrix.com if you want a custom, if you're a man, woman. I mean, have you done anything for children? Have you made any kids stuff?
No, but we did a show at the Boston Children's Museum where
Okay.
we did this educational piece about the Japanese festival of the stars called Tanabata, and we had this acrobatic performance going on, and everybody was wearing latex kimonos. So there
Must have been another exciting thing to witness. So
It was
yeah,
really
that had to be
wonderful.
beautiful.
I see Jinmo here surprised me here on the show here at Studio 110.live. Once again, if you've just been tuning in recently, we've got Okera Banks. We've got Don Mostow, and then we've got our special guest that Don brought in today, Jinmo. You've got a really cool looking instrument on you, and are you planning on using that and performing here for us?
I call this one Jinmoid.
Okay, Jinmoid. Okay,
Jinmoid, made from a kind of carbon graphite.
graphite. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I love it.
Did you want to perform or play it?
Okay.
We could do like 30 seconds.
Sanjubio.
Okay. Without any effect, amp, cables, just string.
Is it okay if you?
Sure, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. 30 seconds for you.
Oh.
Very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Jinmo, I wish you nothing but continued success on you being an artist and your upcoming national tour that you're getting ready to embark on. It's nice that you're kicking it off here in Seattle, where we broadcast across the bridge, but in the same metropolitan vicinity area. So I appreciate you giving us the opportunity to come in and talk about your tour today. And I might be talking a little bit fast. I apologize if you're having a difficult time, but we need to wrap up the show. So I thank you again for coming in. Thank you for your time
Pleasure
today.
meeting you.
And Dawn, I want you to, we want to. Okera and I were talking about this. The show. Erica here, my wonderful producer and right hand. We want to, as the show continues to build, which we are, which we're definitely doing every day. Fashion is definitely a big piece of what we're going to continue to do. So, I want to talk to you. Maybe we can potentially, it'd be fun to maybe do a live co-hosting broadcast with you at your headquarters.
That would be awesome.
We could do that, or we could maybe do some possible giveaways for some listeners, and a fashion show event for DawnaMatrix maybe here at our headquarters.
Sure, why not? Yeah, we'll dress some models and
we can maybe pull him off one of his tour cities and get him back here to do a performance here for us. And so I want to thank you guys. Do you any shout outs you want to give to anybody before Okera and I wrap it up here?
Arigato.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for listening. I hope that this show just gets more and more popular. Thank you for giving us the opportunity, and thank you to Yulia from the Suli events
and Eugene
who introduced us. It's just really amazing networking that you can do.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for all your hard work today, Erica, my show producer and right hand that works so hard behind the scenes to make the show as vibrant as it needs to be every day.
It's a vibrant,
and
good vibe, Angel.
And Okera, you're not going anywhere, so we can do a couple shout outs now if you want, or we could do more tomorrow. Or
we can do more tomorrow. Just thank you for having me. And,
thank you.
And it's a good time.
It's a great time. It's a great time. So we're going to sign off here for the day at Studio 110.live. I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon. If you're at work or in your car, shout out to the High Children as they make their way back to Seattle. Thank you for coming in today. Thank you to all the guests that stopped by this afternoon. Am I forgetting anybody else that was on the big show today? I think we covered everybody. I think we covered everybody, and we got another big show planned tomorrow. Yes. Erica is informing me. So we'll be back at it. Follow us on Instagram. On Instagram at studio110.live. We post all the pictures up there. Erica does a great job managing all the social networking here, and everybody here, Ryan and Cristiano and Pierre and Julianne and Aaron and Jen and all the crew here that works so hard behind the scenes to make Studio 110 vibrant and as colorful as it needs to be. It's great to be back on the air with my right hand, Erica Okera. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You and I will be back on the air tomorrow, 1 to 3 Pacific Standard Time, broadcasting right here out of the West Coast. Have a good day, y'all. See you tomorrow.